Google AI Studio just got a massive free upgrade, and Firebase Studio is gone. Most people are still paying for tools Google just made free. That is not a small mistake. That is months of wasted time and effort. Google dropped one of the biggest AI updates of 2026, and barely anyone talked about it. Full app backends, real user logins, multiplayer, all from a single prompt. And on top of that, one of their most used tools is being shut down. If you use Firebase Studio, you need to know this today. Today, we are covering the new Google AI Studio upgrade, what Google Antigravity actually is and why it matters, and the Firebase Studio shutdown, including exactly how to migrate before the deadline. There is a lot here, so let us move fast. What? Quick background on Google AI Studio for anyone who has not used it. It is free. It lives at astudio.google.com. It runs on Google's Gemini models. And it used to be mainly useful for experimenting and building quick prototypes, the kind of thing you could demo but not really ship. If you wanted a real app with logins and saved data, you had to go build that elsewhere. That limitation is now gone. On March 19, 2026, Google announced a full-stack build experience inside AI Studio, powered by a new coding agent called Antigravity. Antigravity launched as a standalone platform back in November 2025. The idea behind it is different from most AI coding tools. Instead of auto-completing your code, you give it a task. A real task, not just a line of code, and it goes off and handles it end to end. It writes the code, runs commands in the terminal, opens a browser to check that things actually work, and reports back when it is done or when it needs a decision from you. Google has now taken that same agent and built it directly into AI Studio, which means everything Antigravity can do, you can now access without leaving your browser. Here is exactly what you can build with this new setup. Number 1, apps with real databases and real user accounts. This is the one that changes everything. The anti-gravity agent detects when your app needs data storage or user logins and offers to connect Firebase. You approve it, and it provisions Firestore for your database and Firebase authentication for sign-in, including Google Login. Data syncs across devices. Users have real accounts. That is not a prototype anymore, that is a product. Number 2, multiplayer and real-time apps. Things that were genuinely hard to build before, live collaboration tools, multiplayer games, shared workspaces, are now buildable from a prompt. Google shipped sample apps you can try and remix right now. Neon Arena is a real-time multiplayer laser tag game. Cosmic Flow is a shared 3D particle canvas where multiple users interact live. Both were built inside AI Studio using this new system. Number 3, the agent handles your dependencies. If your app needs animations, it will install Framer Motion. Need components? It grabs ShadCN. It searches the modern web tool ecosystem, picks the right package, and installs it. You do not have to know what those tools are. The agent figures it out. Number 4, you can connect your app to real-world services. There is a new Secrets Manager inside the Settings tab. You put your API keys in there securely, and your app can then talk to Google Maps, payment processors, external databases, whatever you need. The agent detects when a key is required and pulls from what you stored, clean and secure. Number 5, your work is persistent across sessions. Close the tab, switch devices, come back later. The app remembers exactly where you were. Number 6, Next.js support is live. Alongside React and Angular, you can now select Next.js in the Settings panel and build with it from the start. Google mentioned internally this system has already been used to build hundreds of thousands of apps in the months before launch. That is a meaningful signal about how production-ready this actually is. I want to address something before we go further. Do you need to be a developer to use any of this? No, the whole system is designed around plain language instructions. You describe what you want the app to do, and the agent builds it. That said, understanding how these tools actually work, even at a surface level, makes your results significantly better. You get more out of every prompt. That is something I have learned firsthand. Now let us keep going. Antigravity also exists as a standalone tool, and it is worth knowing about separately. It is a free download. It is built on top of VS Code, so if you have used that before, the interface will feel familiar immediately. What is different is the Agent Manager. Think of it as a mission control dashboard where you can run multiple AI agents at the same time across separate tasks. One agent works on the front end, another handles the back end, a third runs your tests, all happening in parallel. Each agent produces what Antigravity calls artifacts, task lists, implementation plans, browser screenshots, so you have a real record of what was built and how. You are not just trusting the output. You can actually audit the work. The model options inside Antigravity are broad. You can use Gemini 3.1 Pro, Gemini 3 Flash, Claude Sonnet, and Opus, or GPT OSS depending on what the task needs. And in March 2026, Google released Agent Kit 2.0, which added 16 specialized agents, over 40 domain-specific skills, and 11 pre-configured commands across front-end, back-end, testing, debugging, SEO, and database work. It is free for individuals and available on Windows, Mac, and Linux right now. Now, the part that directly affects a lot of people watching this. Firebase Studio is shutting down. If you have been using Firebase Studio, Google's AI coding environment inside Firebase, here is the timeline. It stays live until March 22nd, 2027. You have a year. But the migration path is already being rolled out, so there is no reason to wait. 3 ways to move your project. 1. Import into Google AI Studio. Google is building an automatic packaging feature that bundles your Firebase Studio project and drops it straight into AI Studio, the simplest path for most people. 2. Move to Antigravity. If you want the full IDE setup with agents, terminal access, and parallel workflows, download your code from Firebase Studio and continue in Antigravity. 3. Export to GitHub or download a zip. Take your code wherever you want. One thing that trips people up here, Firebase. The product is not going anywhere. Firestore, Firebase authentication, app hosting, all of it stays running. It is only Firebase Studio, the AI coding interface, that is being sunset. Any apps you have already deployed will keep working past the shutdown date without any changes needed. So, if you are a Firebase Studio user, calm down, but do not ignore this. Start your migration soon. 3 things to do after watching this. Go to astudio.google.com, open the apps section, and build something small. You will understand this update 10 times better from 5 minutes of trying it than from any amount of reading about it. If you want more control and parallel agents, download Antigravity. Free, runs locally, and worth getting comfortable with now before it becomes the default everywhere. And if you are on Firebase Studio, open the migration docs today. Give yourself time to test the process properly, not a week before the deadline. If you are looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences, what is working, what is not, which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip, no hype, just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It has helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out.